Hello guys, and welcome back to day 22 of Postember. I'm really excited to show you guys some footage that I got today at an event that I went to at the Collector's Outpost. A good friend of mine, Anthony Guild, did a revealing of a sculpture that he built from scratch of Spider-Man. Turned out awesome, phenomenal work. It was just incredible, and I'm really excited to show you guys the reveal. And I was able to talk to Anthony a little bit and get a little insight from him on the process of making it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Recognition to the artist. Anthony Guild is the guy who's did the work behind this. He's also going to be doing an additional piece sometime in February, so you got something to look forward to. I'm excited about it. It makes this immersive environment that we set up here even more immersive. And this is going to be a place to come when we're done with it. So excited about that. Comics, I think comics are heart and soul of being a kid, and we try to grow up too fast. Adults shouldn't let go of the comic. You know, even if you don't collect them, pass them down and let somebody else read them. You don't have to collect them. You know, throw them in the trash. It just makes the collectors happier. You know? But we also have great coffee, non-coffee drinks for the non-coffee drinkers. But please share your experience here tonight, and hopefully it'll be a positive one. But in recognition for Anthony, and I want him to remember how much we appreciate him. Matt did a piece of art that we're going to give Anthony to just say thanks. So this is our thanks. So as I said, this is part of adding to our immersive environment. So scenes like this are going to start popping up in the store. Pun intended. But before you leave tonight, it takes excellent pictures. You can get a selfie in front of there, have your friends take a picture of Spidey. And again, thanks for coming and supporting. Anthony, got anything to say?
Seriously, thank you guys so much for coming. I have no idea that there would be this many people here or this many people interested. You know, it blows me away. And it's just really cool to be able to bring something like this to our hometowns and to Idaho and to Boise, and just bring something cool and to do something new and cool. It's just all the world that it can mean. Guild.
So, what was the biggest inspiration for like the choice of design?
Honestly, it was just like New York alleyway, like just classic Spider-Man, you know, like it just, I don't know, it just seemed right, like a brick wall in an alleyway in New York with a window and the fire escape, like it just seemed like the logical thing to do. Like right when I saw the Spider-Man, how he was coming down, like in a picture, I thought, ooh, brick wall, and he was coming through the fire escape, that would be dope, you know, and I came here thinking that he was just going to want like a small piece made, because that's all I had done. And then he was like, what do you think about doing the wall? And I was like, whoa, what did he do? And so, of course, I jumped at it, and then just it happened from there. Like, I estimated it would take me a solid 40 hours, because I was like, 40 solid hours sounds like
2 weeks.
A lot of time, you know? Like, I'll give myself 40 hours of labor to charge, but I'll give myself like 4 weeks to do it.
I see.
And it
So
ended
it's
up taking
spread
me
it out.
like closer to 8 weeks to do it, and probably closer to like 80 plus. I didn't really keep solid track, but I'm saying like between 78 and 90 hours to do it. And that's like
dedication.
My days off from like 7 in the morning until sometimes 10. And I mean, I was building it in Nampa, and I live in Boise, so
Commuting.
yeah, like every day. And like the days that I didn't work until 2, I would get up and go over there and work until 1 o'clock, and then drive to work, and then work until 10:30, and then get up and go back over there and work until 1 o'clock, and then go to work at 2 until 10:30 and do it again. Up until now, it has still been a little bit stressful. Like
Waiting for
the last
that.
day, like since yesterday and this morning, it wasn't as stressful, I guess, because I was like, it's up. Like, it's been up there with the curtain on it for a few days, and nothing's falling apart, and like, you know, like it's still good. And then today, like, I wasn't nervous until I pulled up and saw a big group of people inside, and then I was like, oh.
And they kept coming, yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a little bit overwhelming, and like a total roller coaster of emotion of being like, you know, like I don't know if I can, like, who I think I can really do this, you know, because I've never done anything like this before. And you know, and then it was just like the, like, you know, stick with itness of it. But then like every step, you know, like when you reach a frustration spot, you always reach a spot right after that you see it start to come together a little bit more, and you're like, oh hell yeah, like I want to get up in the morning and come and do this because it's gonna look dope, you know. And then it finally comes together, and it like I've had a hard time like expressing, like I even have a hard time expressing right now, like how it makes me feel, or like why, you know. But I guess like it's the same reason why like I built a Batman suit, and why I enjoy going and like dressing up as Batman for kids, is because like for them to really believe, you know, that like Batman's in front of me as a little kid, or like even as an adult, to come in and be like, oh whoa, like check that out, like that's the feeling inside of you that's like that little kid, you know, that is still in there, that like little giddy feeling of like, you know, like, oh, total, like, this is like my fantasy come to life. Like, when you go to Disneyland, you know, and you see all the little animals come to life, like, I want to do that. I want to create that for people.
That's
so,
awesome.
like, you know, just make people laugh or smile or, like, feel good somehow, and do something that makes me feel really good, because, like, it's cool. Like, I made that, you know? Like, I turned a flat piece of foam into something that looks dope, and people are like, hey, that's a legit wall. And, like, look, that's a legit rusty old fire escape. And it's not a legit rusty old fire escape. It's made out of wood and paint. And, like...
Yeah, you were saying that you carved each individual little brick out.
Each individual brick. Like, I sat there with a hot wire foam router, and literally each horizontal line, it's like this fast, dude. Like, and I'm doing this at a table that's this high and 5 feet wide and 8 feet long, and I'm just like sitting there with the respirator on, just for hours.
Man.
Like back pain, yeah. But at the end of the day, when you see all the bricks cut out, and you're like, ooh, that's gonna look awesome. And then like you start the next step, like it's, you know, like you just keep going, and you're like, oh, ibuprofen, coffee, a little bit of music, we're good to go. You know, we already have another project in the works. And
that's what I was
it's
gonna
gonna
ask.
it's gonna be like not quite as big as this one, but it's gonna be more than this one. You know, like it's gonna be bigger in depth. It's gonna be bigger in effects. It's gonna be bigger in like
The story
detail and like for the next one, I'm hoping like people come in and even more so they're like, oh, that's from that scene. You know, like oh, that's so dope. Like, and I can look in there and like, you know, like just like I want it to be an
more
attraction,
interactive.
like an interactive attraction. I'm stoked to see what I do next. Like, I'm stoked to do the next project and to like, you know, learn new things and like delve into using different materials and like different finishes and like really like growing as an artist and as a designer and like, you know, ultimately like hopefully like as an engineer in a way, you know, because I would like to ultimately like do like the Imagineering type of stuff where you fabricate an actual like mechanical thing with dressing over the top to make it look like something else, you know, like, but obviously that stuff's down the road, you know, but it's exciting and it's inspiring to know that other people through history have done like this literal same thing with no experience and been able to make something amazing out of it. And so like just the idea that I could maybe spend the rest of my life, you know, like
building
obviously
cool
after a little while, but just building cool stuff and like making people go, oh, that's bad, you know, and then just being like, yeah, that is pretty cool, huh? You know, like that would be so awesome. And then to be able to sit back, like just the fact that I can come here and get a cup of coffee and just sit over in the corner and get a cup of coffee and not even say anything, just watch people come in with their kids and see their kids go, oh, and go over and touch it and like look at Spider-Man and they take a picture. Like that's cool. Like that makes me feel good, you know, like.
How do you feel about the turnout tonight? Nerves, all of that. Like now that it's revealed, how do you feel?
I feel really good. Nerves wise, like definitely, like there's, you know, more nerves, and I am a people person, but there are also moments where I feel like everybody's looking at me or something, and I don't know what to emote to them. You know, I'm just like, oh, nice to meet you. Thank you coming. You know, but. It's really cool. Like I was really taken aback. I have a lot of people from work, like the new CEO of the company. You know, I work for the Boise Co-op, and the CEO is here with their kids. The culinary director is here. The kitchen manager is here. Like my coworkers are here. You know, like my family all showed up and came down to support. My friends that I haven't seen in like 5 or 6 years, and you know, my buddy's little boy. So like my godson, I just saw him for the first time in a few years, and like so that was really cool. And just like I don't know, it was overwhelming. I have like a great family, and my dad is actually the one who let me build this in his garage. And like I was like, hey, you got your air compressor? You know, and he's like, oh yeah. I'm like, dope, because I want to use a paint sprayer. Because like hand painting this thing would take forever. And got pretty good with that cheap little sprayer I got too, because I got where just a little bit of paint coming out, and I could literally like without masking it all off. Like once I painted all the bricks, I wanted to do the brown ones, you know. So I had to go through and like just like really slow and close, like just do those ones without anything taped off. You know, and like get on the edges of the brick and all that stuff, and it was really nerve-wracking because I was like, if I overspray too much, I'm gonna have to go through and do a lot of work just to fix that little spot, you know. But yeah, it was cool. It was a really cool learning experience, and YouTube's awesome, and you know, Home Depot is also awesome, and any other True Value or whatever, I don't care. They all got good stuff. But yeah, it's been crazy. Like it's been a crazy journey, but just to have it be my first time trying something, and then to have somebody who's accomplished, you know, like wanting to work with me is, you know, an honor in itself, and it blows me away. And just the fact that Tom was willing to take a chance on me, because I'm very like sometimes to a fault honest person. So like I was just like, yeah, no, this is the first time I've done anything like this. I mean, I can do it, but I've never done anything like this, but I can do it.
I can do it.
And he's just like, yeah,
full confident.
Okay. And then when I was so scared, like bringing the estimate to him, I'm like, oh gosh, this seems like a lot of money, you know. And I was like, I don't know if somebody told me that they wanted me to pay this much money for this, I'd be like, get out of here, bud. Like I don't make that much. But he didn't, like, he was so cool about it. He was just like, oh, cool, yeah, you know. And I was just like, whoa. This guy just gave me a check, and like now I gotta go build this thing, you know. But I wanted to be as professional as I could be, so like I made up a contract and everything, and we both signed it. That way I was protected, he was protected, and like it was legit, because I wanted to come off as a professional and not as just like some fly by night guy.